We're joined by Tony Williams now, and when we talk about some of those wins, man, we got to say thank you because you're part of the 1,000-point scorer club.
Yeah, sure. Thanks to Coach Crum.
Yeah.
I'll end everything with that today.
Well, first of all, you were telling us a story that I didn't know. Full disclosure, one of my first college classes I had with Tony. So you were telling me a story about, someone else in your family that was on UofL's basketball team well in advance of you.
Absolutely. So from the time I can remember, opening my eyes and realizing I'm here on this earth, Coach Crum was already in mine and my family's life. My uncle was already being recruited out of Seneca High School to go and play for the Cards and Coach Crum. So, in my house, there were Louisville blankets, there were Louisville mugs, there was Louisville players coming through, or my grandma's would cook for, Felton, and rest in peace Felton, and some of the other guys, Purvis, and some of the other guys that would come in town. So that was my childhood, and then, I was lucky enough to be able to play for Coach Crum as well. So that's kind of my experience, starting out as a child with Coach Crum.
Wow. Felton Spencer and never nervous Purvis around?
Absolutely,
wow.
Absolutely.
Something that really strikes me about Denny Crum is his humbleness. It always seemed like he never, didn't have enough time to stop and talk to someone. Do you have stories like that from, obviously your time at UofL and then even your time beyond UofL?
Absolutely. And before I get into that, I just want to say, thank you to Coach Crum's immediate family. Sometimes with this going on, you could be a little bit selfish. Coach Crum seemed like he was for the people, right?
Yes.
You forget that he actually has an immediate
That's a good point.
family. His wife, Susan, his sons, and his daughter, I want to send my condolences to them and, tell them thank you for sharing, Coach Crum with us, the people, to make him feel, us feel like he was ours, But yeah, it was just an amazing experience playing for Coach. He could, light up any room. I remember after games sometimes, he would have me go out and do the interviews and talk. He believed in me, and even after playing career, he, was there for me as I was a coach. He was there as a man to show me. I learned more from Coach probably after I left UofL than when I was playing for him because, the maturity factor kicks in and you can see by example, his example, of what greatness looks like on and off the court, and he exemplified that, absolutely.
That is great to hear, and you were one of his last players because he retired shortly after you left. Tony, thanks so much. I know you'll be out and about today going to celebrate Mr. Crum's life. And
absolutely.
So thanks so much for taking the time to come in.
Thank you all for having me. Rest in peace, Coach.
We'll remind all of you that visitation for the late Coach Denny Crum is today from 11 to 2 at Southeast Christian Church, followed by his funeral. We will stream the funeral services on WHAS11.com or our news app and also the WHAS 11 Plus app. Coach Crum's celebration of life is tonight at 7 at the KFC Yum Center. It is free.